working on my computer. Supposed to be doing bills, but I've been catching up with a whole bunch of podcasts. And right in the middle of it, my alarm goes off. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness I set an alarm for the coffee shows. Because I totally forgot about it. I knew it yesterday, but today I spaced on it. That's one of the reasons why I like doing these coffee shows, is because it reminds me every now and then to take a break and practice and play stuff. I've been doing that a lot more recently, but this just gives that extra little reminder, right? If you have anything you want to hear today, I have a few songs that I want to practice and play for you. But if you'd like to hear something, let me know. Meantime, oh wait, got this right a little bit closer, microphone closer. There we go. Okay, take 2. Oh, and also, coffee with the Celtfather. I know it's not necessary. Let the grasses grow and the water flow in a free and easy way. But give me enough for the railroad stuff that's made near Galway Bay. Come gouge us all from Donegal, Sligo and Leitrim too. We'll give them a slip and we'll take a sip of the railroad Mountain Dew. At the foot of the hill there's a neat little still with smoke curls up to the sky. By a whiff of the smell you can plainly tell that poaching's growing nearby. For it fills the air with perfume rare betwixt both me and you. At home we roll and we'll drink a bowl, a bucket full of Mountain Dew. Now learned men who use the pen and print the praises high of the fair poaching from Ireland, green distilled from wheat and rye. Throw away your pills, it'll cure all ills, be pagan, Christian, or Jew. So take off your coat and drink a grease your throat with a red hot Mountain Dew. Let me hear you. Welcome, Brian. You actually have coffee. Good for you. I have a nice warm cup of water with lemon and honey, but that's still it's just water. My office is like really cold. This is like one of the most temperature sensitive rooms in the house, and so when it's cold in this office, and I sit in here anyways. I could always take my computer. Now that I have a new computer, I could take it anywhere, but I don't. Although I will probably later, maybe. We'll see. I'm supposed to do a podcast with Andrew in a little bit, so after this. There is a TV show that I love, and I'm bummed that it's no longer being produced. The show is called Julie and the Phantoms. My daughter Inara introduced it to me. But it is really good. It's got a lot of these characters that are actually actors who are on like some of the Disney movies, but it's basically the story is about this band. They are getting ready back in the 90s. There's a 90s band. They're getting ready to put on this great big show, and while they're taking a break right before they're supposed to go live and such, they go and have their celebratory hot dogs, and 3 of them end up dying. So 3 of the main band members end up dying. And 20 years later, into the future, this girl who turns out her mom was at that show and had saw the rehearsal when they were warming up and such. And she was like, wow, she was really good. Well, her mom had seen them, and she had gotten a free CD and shirt. And so Julie is her mom has passed away, and she's in her attic, or in the garage where their mom used to practice and play music herself and write songs, and opens up something, and poof, the band reappears, and they're all ghosts. And next thing you know, she's a budding songwriter to musician, singer, and such. And they start collaborating, and their first big moment, she's singing this song, and the band magically appears, and it's like the only time they can be seen is when they're playing music. And you can tell by the smile, the stupid smile on my face, that this totally appeals to the musician in me. But so I might be a little bit biased, but I really loved the show. It was very fun. My daughter loved it. I loved it. And now here I am. I'm getting text messages. I'm gonna make sure to turn off my put on the focus thing this time so that I'm not interrupted like I was last week. All right, so that said, all that big intro was because one of the songs on here I absolutely love, and Nara and I would sometimes sing this together. She's still working on the vocals and does an incredible job, but I decided to learn on my own too because I love it so much. First things first, start the scene in reverse. All of the lines rehearse, disappeared from my mind. When things got loud, one of us running out. I should have turned around, but I had too much pride. No time for goodbye, didn't get to apologize. Pieces of the clock that lies broken. If I could take us back, if I could just do that. Right in every empty space, the words I love you and replace. Maybe time would not erase me. If you could only know I never let you go. And the words I most regret are the ones I never meant to leave. Unsaid Emily. Silent days, mysteries and mistakes. Who'd be the first to break? I guess we're alike that way. He said, she said, conversations in my head, and that's just where they're gonna stay forever. If I could take us back, if I could just do that. Right in every empty space, the words I love you and replace. Maybe time would not erase me. If you could only know I never let you go. And the words I most regret are the ones I never meant to leave. Unsaid Emily. If I could take us back, if I could just do that. Right in every empty space, the words I love you and replace. Maybe time would not erase me. If you could only know I never let you go. And the words I most regret are the ones I never meant to leave. Unsaid Emily. So you get to hear that here first. What did you think? You like the song? I love this song. So if you don't like it, tough luck. I'm sorry. I'm not. Seriously though, I love some of the songwriting on there is just really good. It also appeals to my alternative rock sensibilities since that's what I grew up on. All right. Again, if you have any song requests, I am going to do a few more songs. This one I wrote for a beach trip last year or the year before that. I forget when now, but it was so much fun. The song's called Selkie's Life, and that name in itself took a long time to come up with. Because it started off, and it's so bizarre, and I'm just going to tell this now, and eventually I'll come up with a good story for it. But it started off when I was just looking at the ocean. I was like, I want to write something, and I was like, this is the things that it reminds me of. It's really cool, it's beautiful, the glistening water, diving in the waves. Oh, so much fun. But the original song had like zero story. It was just a bunch of things thrown together, and it just wasn't good. And so I started developing into a story, and eventually it turned into a story about a mermaid. And then I was like, I'm doing Celtic music. Let's do a story about a Selkie. And it turns out there are male Selkies. I did not know that. And of course, if you're not familiar with the Selkies are the seals that can turn into humans and come on land. Can I get the right key? I'm going back to the ocean. I'm gonna feel the sand. I'm gonna roll in the waves like a seal swim away from the strand. I got to live among men. I swoon the ladies well. I gained many new friends. None of them compared to the swell. I tried to ride the waves. I thought that I could thrive. I struggled to go with the current. Every twist and turn felt contrived. Going down to the ocean. I missed the ocean. I got cold after a few days on the island. Friends and lovers aren't warm enough for me. I wanna be free again, not hiding. The ocean is the place I need to be. I'm gonna dive neath the waves. I'm gone with the setting sun. I'm going back to the steps where Selkie's life was begun. Going down to the ocean. Back in the ocean. Going down to the ocean. I miss the ocean. Woo. Thank you, Matthew, for the tip. Woohoo! Tips. Yay. All right. It's a song by Dick Shannon. It's like it's the D set. I'm playing everything in the key of D. That's okay with me, though. This is the old triangle. A hungry feeling came o'er me stealing, and the mice were squealing in my prison cell. And the old triangle went jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal, just to start the morning the warden bawling, get ye palsy and clean out yourself in the old triangle. When jingle jangle along the banks of the Royal Canal, all the screw was peeping and the lake was sleeping as he lay weeping for his girl's side. And the old triangle went jingle jangle along the banks of the Royal Canal on a fine spring evening. And the lake lay dreaming, and the seagulls were wheeling high above the wall. And the old triangle went jingle jangle along the banks of the Royal Canal. In the women's prison there's 70 women, and I wish I was with them, that I did dwell. And the old triangle went jingle jangle along the banks of the Royal Canal, along the banks. Thank you, Kelly. I'm glad you liked the song. Yeah, Selkie's Life. I featured it on the Pub Songs and Stories last summer. There's a story about it there. But I know the feeling. I totally miss the ocean too. It's like one of those things I always look forward to. This is totally the D set. Completely so. All right, if you haven't done so, you can sign up to my mailing list at celtfather.net. You can support my music over on Patreon. You can give a tip like Matthew did, or you can just continue to listen and enjoy. I'm going to do one final song for you. I hope you had fun, and I'll be back next week. I think I was hoping to do it live from the Lost Druid. I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, because they're not even open on Wednesdays, turns out. So, sadness. Unless I record it beforehand. Friday, I am playing at High Card Brewery in Tucker. Come out to see me Friday. I have a lot of shows that are now on my calendar, and I have to add a few more. So Robert Burns' birthday was yesterday. Robert Burns is the national poet of Scotland, and although I'm not singing a song about him, the song kind of reminds me of Robert Burns, just because Burns did a lot of songs in praise of Scotland. And turns out he was 37 years old when he died. That's just incredible. And yet he is the national poet of Scotland. Come by the hills to a land where fancy is free, where the sun's and stand where the peaks meet the sky and the locks meet the sea, where the rivers run clear, the bracken is gold in the sun. All the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Come by the hills to the land where life is a song. Sing while the birds fill the air with their joy all day long. Where the trees sway in time, and even the wind sings in tune. Ah, the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is doomed. Come by the hills to the land where legend remains, where stories of old fill the heart and may yet come again, where our past has been lost, the future has still to be won. Ah, the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Come by the hills to a land where fancy is free, stand where the peaks meet the sky and the locks meet the sea, where the rivers run clear, the bracken is gold in the sun. Ah, the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Ah, the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun, and I will be back again another time next week, Wednesday, 11 a.m. Come join me. Also, February has a whole bunch of stuff for my CD release. My CD, Celtfather, will be released on the 14th, and I have a couple listening parties planned, an online free live stream concert CD release party, plus CD release parties here in Atlanta area. So if you'd like to come join me, I would love to see you at one of those things. Thank you much. Talk to you later.